seated position. So as you come to your seated position, getting all of your fidgets out and all of that stuff, you're going to close your eyes down and grow long and tall in your spine, and remembering that seated is whatever works best for you. So if seated on the floor with your legs folded does not work, you may find another way to be seated. So you can essentially even sit in your chair if you so choose. And you can also sit as I am with your legs straight out versus having them folded in. That works much better for me these days. So that's what I am entertaining in my body. All about honoring where you are in your body and in your practice. And let your shoulders be soft, your spine straight and long. Face, neck, and jaw are also soft. And stacking your head directly on top of your neck and over your torso. Tuck of the tailbone up towards the navel. And you can rest your hands in your lap and have them in a certain position, such as a mudra, or you can rest with your palms straight up towards the sky, or palms even resting on each corresponding leg. Once you come into getting nice and still after working out all of these fidgets and adjustments, begin to tune into your natural breath pattern. Breathing into what you're feeling here. Noticing what you are arriving to your mat with this morning. So what energetic stuff have you brought with you? We are on the downside of a full moon and lunar blood eclipse, lunar blood moon for the month of month of September. I'm rushing it here. And so full moons, regardless of anything else, the energetic implications of the full moon are to release what no longer serves. Let that be a subtle background theme this morning. So as you're noticing what you're bringing with you, perhaps notice the idea of releasing what no longer serves. Energetic stuff. So we are continuing this week with our exploration of the 7 chakras. So we began last week with that theme. We started with the Muladhara chakra, which was the root chakra, represented by the color red. And the root chakra located in the subtle body area at the very base of the spine. So your perineum, that fleshy area between your genitals and your anus. So that is the beginning of the main chakra system, starting at the bottom and working our way up. So that chakra represents safety, connection with the earth, safety and security. I am safe and all is well was our mantra last week. So this week we are moving into the 2nd chakra, and that is located in the area right below the navel. So in males and females, this is in the area of our reproductive system. It is represented by the color orange. So if you want to help to represent or open this chakra even more, aside from physical movements, mantras, and chanting, you can also eat orange foods. So oranges, carrots, sweet potatoes, just to name a few. Nothing artificial, all natural orange colors can help to open up and support this chakra. You can also wear orange clothing. Our postures this morning are going to be focusing on all areas of the body, as I always do, but also focusing on hip opening postures. So the first two chakras are very close to each other, so the movements or the areas of the body that we're opening are fairly similar in proximity. Hip opening for both of these chakras is really great. So we're going to release our palms from wherever they are. Place one palm in the area right below your navel and the other palm on top of that hand. Breathing into the area of the Svadhisthana sacral chakra, second chakra in our 7 chakra series. Breathing into this area of our body. And as you're taking some deep breaths here, imagine a spinning wheel. So the chakra, the word chakra literally translates to wheel. So imagine a spinning wheel spinning in the clockwise direction in the area of your subtle body, in the area where you have your palms resting, your aura and in your energy field. And as you imagine this spinning wheel, imagine that it is a bright orange color, bright, maybe even a glow, an orange glowy color to this spinning wheel in this area of your body. Just breathe into the idea that this wheel is spinning uninhibited, spinning clockwise, uninhibited. And so when our chakras are out of balance, they can become blocked, and maybe they spin slower or don't spin at all, or maybe they stop the spinning, and maybe they just kind of hit bumps in the road, if you will, as they are trying to spin. And in the first two chakras, that can specifically cause anxiety and fear, disconnectedness, kind of all over the place in your emotions, so emotional dysregulation. We want to imagine that this visualization we have is of this spinning wheel, spinning uninhibited, adopting this bright orange color. Our mantra for this, or mantras for this chakra, are: I am open to creativity. I am also receptive to all different forms of pleasure. So the second chakra is all about flowing creativity and experiencing all forms of pleasure to the fullest. I'm open to being creative and receptive to all forms of pleasure. So before we start our movement practice, we're going to keep our palms right where they are, and we're going to do 3 rounds of 5 times of Kumbhaka breath. And so Kumbhaka is a form of breath retention. So we'll inhale to the count of 4, and we'll hold to the count of 4, and I will count. And then we'll exhale to the count of 8. And on the 5th time, so we're going to do 3 rounds. We're going to do 5 times each. On the 5th time in each round, we're going to release on our exhale with what's called Brahmari breath. So that's bee's breath, and it's just a simple hum with your lips closed. And so when you keep your palms on this area of your body, of the sacral chakra, you will feel this vibration in that area of your body. So we'll take a full inhale here in through the nose, just a normal breath. Exhale to release, navel to spine. Inhale, feeling your palms rise up as they rest on your belly here. So in the area, your Svadhisthana sacral chakra. And then exhale, navel to spine. Inhale deeply in through the nose, deeply connecting to this area of your body. Exhale to release, navel to spine. And we'll begin our kumbhaka now, and I will count as we breathe. So inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Navel should be nice and close to the spine. Hold for just a moment. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Navel to spine and hold. 3 more times for this round. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold. This will be our last time for this round, and we will entertain on the exhale our bee's breath, our Brahmari breath. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Closing your mouth, lips together, and we hum to the count of 8. Holding your navel in toward your spine. And if holding as you hum like that, if going to the count of 8 is too much, you can just go as far as you can. Relax and take 3 normal breaths. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, navel to spine. Inhale deeply in through the nose. And exhale, navel to spine. Inhale deeply in through the nose. And exhale. So I like to do this breath work with my eyes closed. If that does not work for you, please feel free to open your eyes if you need to watch me. That's okay. All right, 2 more rounds of this lovely breath work. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold. 2 more times. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold. Last round, and as you hum, when you exhale, you're going to count to 8 on your own, or just exhale as far as you can. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, expanding your belly out as far as it can go. Hold, 2, 3, 4, and exhale to hum. Hold. Release. Come into 3 natural breaths. Inhale in through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out and release. Inhale deeply in through the nose. Exhale to release. Fullest, deepest inhale. Exhale to release. Last round, 5 times. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold. 3 more times. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold. It's going to be our last time, so we'll come into that hum as we exhale. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale to hum. 3 natural breaths. Inhale to expand. Exhale to sigh out. Fullest, deepest inhale. Exhale to sigh. Take another deep breath in through the nose. You exhale slowly, flutter your eyes open, bend your knees if they're not already, bringing the soles of the feet to touch. We're going to make our way to our seated Baddha Konasana, so our seated butterfly position. And you may need props under the knees. That is totally fine. So you're grabbing a hold of your legs or your feet with your hands, wherever you can grab to grow long and tall in the spine as you breathe in nice and deep. And then breath out. We're going to bring our face down towards the earth, down towards your feet. And perhaps the crown of the head can bow down as well. Fullest, deepest inhale here in through the nose. So feeling the opening in your inner groins and into your hips. Making way to let energy move through those first 2 chakras, specifically that second chakra. And then exhale, navel to spine. Take another deep breath in through the nose. Feeling everything expand on the inhale. And then exhale, navel to spine. Fullest, deepest inhale here. Exhale, navel to spine. Next inhale, raise up halfway. Then as you exhale, push your feet forward, keeping the soles of your feet touching. Bring the tops of your hands under your feet, and then let your face come back down towards the earth. So this is called cobbler's pose, and it's just basically an extension of butterfly posture. The butterfly sets you up to be able to come in more deeply to your cobbler's pose. Take a deep inhale here, in through the nose. Exhale, navel to spine. Fullest, deepest inhale. And exhale. Take another deep inhale here, in through the nose. And exhale. Next inhale, chin in towards the chest. We round ourselves to come all the way back up. Torso stacked over the hips. As you exhale, remove your props if you have them. Being super nice to your knees. You're going to bring your hands on the outsides of your knees. Draw your knees in towards each other. And your hands behind you. Step your feet a little wider than hip distance. Come into those seated windshield wipers. And so you may find that your hips move off of your blanket. That's totally okay. Or your block. That's totally okay. The object here is to loosen up any tension from all that seated stuff. We've been seated for a few minutes. We want to release tension here. All right, ladies, coming back to center, back to stillness, and then we're going to make our way onto all fours. So into a tabletop position. So tabletop means that we are placing both palms on the earth, shoulder distance. Shoulders are going to be stacked over the wrists. Grip your mat with your finger pads and press down firmly into the four corners of the palms. Your toes can be tucked or not. That is totally your choice. So I like to tuck my toes to get a nice little stretch in the arches of my feet here. Hips are over the knees. Knees are hip distance. We're going to come into some cat-cow. So inhale, drop the belly, raise the hips, pull the heart through the shoulders, look up high. Then exhale, round the spine, chin to chest, navel to spine. Press the earth away. Look at your belly button. Look at the area of your sacral chakra. Inhale, drop the belly, raise the hips, look up high. And then exhale, round the spine, chin to chest, navel to spine. Look at your belly button. Look at your second chakra. Inhale, drop your belly, raise your hips, look up high. And then exhale, press the earth away, round the spine, chin to chest, navel to spine. Next inhale, we're going to come back to a neutral tabletop position. Then as you exhale, you're going to straighten that right leg out behind you. So extending your right foot out. Press out through your right heel. Drop your right hip down, raise your left hip up. Flexing in through your right toes. So your right toe should be facing down towards the earth here. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Breath out to stay. Next breath in, we're going to bend that right knee, draw it in towards the right shoulder. Breath out, we're stepping our right foot forward in between our hands, and however you can get it there. You may want to pad under that left knee with your blanket if you feel the need. Next breath in, we're either going to grab a hold of our block or not, so that's optional. Place it on the inside of the right foot. Left hand rests on the block. And then breath out, we're going to spin our heart open to the right fingertips up towards the sky. Deep breath in through the nose, reach high through the right fingertips. Deep breath out, we're going to sink our hips down low. So remember I said lots of hip opening stuff this morning. Getting deeply into that sacral chakra. Breath in, reach high through the right fingertips. Breath out, all 10 fingertips frame the front foot. Breath in, we're going to straighten that back leg. So raise that left knee up off of the earth, drawing your belly button in towards your spine. Beautiful, ladies. Breath out, let's come into a wide-legged stance. So our Prasarita Padottanasana posture towards the long edge of the mat. Nice. Next breath in, we're going to rise up to a flat back. Our Prasarita pose. Breath out, we're going to bring the crown of the head down towards the earth. You're going to feel a really deep opening in your groin muscles. So these guys here, that's where I feel it at least. So feel free to heel toe your feet towards each other or keep a deep bend, deep as needed bend in your knees. Take a deep breath in through the nose, right where you are, breathing into what you feel.
Breath out, press down through the four corners of the feet. Breath in, tilt your booty a little higher up towards the sky, if you can. If you cannot, that is totally okay. Breath out to stay. Next breath in, we're going to rise up to a flat back, as we just were. Breath out, taking your block with you, if you need it. You're going to turn towards the back edge of the mat. We're going to come into that low lunge position. So hopefully your left foot is in between your hands. Block is going to be on the inside of the left foot. Right hand rests on the block or the earth. Next breath in, we're going to peel our heart open to the left fingertips up towards the sky. And then breath out, sink your hips down nice and low. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And exhale to stay. Take another deep breath in. Reach higher through the fingertips. Beautiful work, ladies. Breath out. We're going to let all 10 fingertips frame the front foot. Breath in. We're straightening the back leg. So that's the right leg. Right knee is off the earth. Beautiful. Tops of the shoulder heads down and away from the ears. Breath out. We come back through that Prasarita pose once again. Deep breath in, we rise up to a flat back. Breath out, crown of the head, down towards the earth. Maybe this time you bring opposite hands to opposite elbows and sway from side to side. Maybe you stay perfectly still. Wherever you are, take a deep breath in through the nose to expand. And breath out, navel to spine. Take another deep breath in. And breath out. Next breath in, we're going to come back to center, back to stillness. Fingertips on the earth. We rise up to a flat back. Breath out, we turn towards the front edge of the mat. Breath in, we kick off of our back foot, come into a standing splits position. And then breath out, nose towards the right knee to fold down. So those left toes don't have to be up super high. Take a deep breath in, pointing to the left toes. Breath out, left big toe meets the right. And we're at the front of our mat in our Uttanasana forward fold position, nose towards the knees. So your knees can be as bent as they need to be here. Fullest, deepest inhale here, in through the nose. Exhale, allow the exhale to melt you more deeply into the posture. Take a deep breath in, breathing into that sacral chakra, even from this position. Breath out, see if you can tilt your booty a little higher towards the sky. So that gets you a little deeper into that hamstring stretch. Next breath in, reverse swan dive. Arms come out and up. Palms touch up top overhead. Tailbone tucks up towards the belly button. And then exhale, we're going to let our palms float down through heart center. All right, so let's come into our first round of sun salutation. Inhale, pressed palms, rise up towards the sky. Exhale, swan dive down, leading with your heart. Come into your forward fold. Inhale, hands on the shins. We rise up to a flat back, shoulders down the back. Exhale, fingertips plant. Step your right toes back, dropping your right knee down to the earth. Left knee stacked over left ankle. And using a blanket under the right knee if necessary. Inhale, fingertips forward and up, torso stacks over the hips. Gently drag your right hip forward, left hip back. So that gets you more deeply. It makes it more able to get more deeply into the hip opening here. And then exhale, goal post your arms, sink them down to the earth. Let your heart and face be bright up towards the sky. Take a deep breath in right where you are, shoulders shrug down the back. Beautiful, ladies. Breath out, fingertips plant around the front foot. Breath in, we straighten the back leg. So we're coming into that low runner's lunge position once again. Navel towards the spine. Breath out, plant your palms and make your way to your Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Pressing into the four corners of the palms, grip the mat with the finger pads, tops of the shoulder heads down and out and away from your ears. Next, inhale, bend the knees, raise the heels and hips up nice and high. And then breath out, heels and heart melt down to the earth. Chin in towards the chest. Inhale, we roll our bodies forward into our plank pose. Feel free to drop your knees down right away. Breath out, we actually drop knees, chest, and chin. Breath in, we release the entire front side of our bodies. Pressing into your palms, elbows close to the ribs. Feel your heart up for Bhujangasana, Cobra Pose. Beautiful work. Breath out, we curl toes and hinge hips for our downward facing dog. Next breath in, look up in between your hands. Walk your right hand over towards your left one. And then breath out, you're going to walk your left toes in the center of your mat. And this is just for now. Take a deep breath in. Rise your right toes up behind you, up towards the sky. Breath out, you're going to bend your right knee, draw it in towards center, float your shoulders over your wrists, and however you can get it there, you're going to step your right foot on the outside of your right hand. Now you're going to walk your left toes over towards the long edge of the mat. So it's kind of like standing on railroad tracks. Take a deep breath in through the nose, press the earth away, breath out, sink your hips down low. So if having that left knee straight doesn't work, you can always drop the left knee down to the earth. That's totally okay. This is pretty intense hip opening here. Take a deep breath in through the nose, press the earth away. Breath out, we're going to draw circles with our hips. So I like to draw my circles counterclockwise because I really feel like that gets into the hip opening, and that is the object of our physical practice this morning. Take a deep breath in wherever you are. Remember, you can lower that knee anytime. Breath out to stay. Take another deep breath in. And breath out. You ladies look beautiful. Take another deep breath in through the nose. And breath out. Next breath in. Actually drop the left knee down to the earth. Heel toe your right foot in towards center. Breath out to stay. Next breath in, we're going to kick off of that back foot, making our way up to a standing splits position once again. Breath out, step the left foot to the long edge of the mat, and then do the same with the right. And we are coming in to a wide-legged fold position. Perhaps you sway right here, right where you are. Perhaps you shake your head, yes and no. Perhaps you stay completely still. Wherever you are, fullest, deepest inhale here, in through the nose. And exhale to stay. Take another deep breath in. And exhale. Fullest, deepest inhale. And exhale. Next inhale, we come back to center, back to stillness. Place your fingertips on the mat. And then exhale, we heel to our feet back into hip distance. Take a deep breath in here in your Ardha Uttanasana, your flat back position. Exhale, plant your palms and step straight back to your downward facing dog. Pressing once again the four corners of the palms into the earth. Inhale, bend the knees, raise heels and hips up nice and high. Exhale, pressing firmly into the earth, drawing the shoulder heads down and away from the ears. You're going to let your knees drop down to the earth. And make your way back to your tabletop position. And once you get there, hips over the knees, shoulders over the wrists. We'll come back to our cat-cows. Toes can be curled or not. Next, inhale, you drop the belly, raise the hips, pull the heart through the shoulder blades, press the earth Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest, navel to spine, pressing the earth away. Take a deep breath in through the nose, raise the hips, look up high. And then exhale, navel to spine, round the spine, chin to chest. Look at your sacral chakra. Inhale, drop the belly, raise the hips, look up. And then exhale, press the earth away, round the spine, chin to chest, navel to spine. Next inhale, we come back to a neutral position. Exhale to stay. Inhale, bird dog on the other side. So we are extending that left foot out now. Dropping the left hip down, raising the right hip up, drawing the navel towards the spine. Press out through that left heel, so like you're pressing it away from you, and flex into your left toes. That gives you a nice little calf stretch here. Take a deep breath in through the nose, pressing into the four corners of the palms, press the earth away. Exhale to stay. Next inhale, we draw that left knee forward and step it in between our hands. So step your left foot in between your hands, however you can get it there. And exhale, bringing your block in on the left, on the inside of the left foot, if you so choose. So if you feel that is necessary, that is totally up to you. Inhale, we peel our heart open to the left, raise the left fingertips up towards the sky. Keep that left knee in towards center if you can. Exhale, sink your hips down nice and low. Reaching high into your left fingertips as you breathe in. Breath out to stay. Take another deep breath in here. Breath out. We're going to release all 10 fingertips down around the front foot, the left foot. Next, inhale, we straighten our right leg, removing the right knee from the earth. Once again, tops of the shoulder heads down and away from the ears. And breath out, we're going to turn towards the other long edge of the mat for our Prasarita Padottanasana posture. Breath in, we rise up to a flat back, shoulders down the back. Breath out, crown of the head down towards the earth. Perhaps you have a little more opening in your inner groin muscles now. So perhaps you can actually keep your feet wider and maybe your knees a little straighter. And if you cannot, that is okay. I can never fully straighten my knees. The object is to feel into the sensations in your inner groins. Take a deep breath in through the nose and breath out. Take another deep breath in here and breath out. Next breath in, fingertips on the earth. We rise up to a flat back. Taking your block with you if you are using it. Breath out. We come towards the back of the mat for the same posture. So this time, our right foot is in between our hands. Left knee is on the earth. Block comes on the inside of the right foot if you're using it. Placing your left palm on the block. And then inhale, peel your heart open to the right. Right fingertips up towards the sky. Beautiful work. Exhale, hips sink down towards the earth. Take a deep breath in, reaching high through the right fingertips. And breath out. Fullest, deepest inhale here. And exhale. All 10 fingertips frame the front foot. Take a deep breath in to come into your low runner's lunge. So rising that left knee up, drawing the navel towards the spine, tops of the shoulder heads down and away from the ears. And breath out. We come back through Prasarita Padottanasana position. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Rise up to a flat back. Perhaps this time you circle your arms around behind you, clasping your hands at your sacrum, drawing your shoulders down your back, and breath out. Crown of the head comes down towards the earth. And then see if you can rise those clasped fingers up behind your head. And it is okay if you cannot. You can always just keep them resting on your lower back if you've got shoulder stuff going on here. Fullest, deepest inhale here, breathing into your sacral chakra. And then exhale, navel to spine. 2 more just like that. Inhale, pressing down firmly through the 4 corners of the feet. And then exhale, navel to spine. Fullest, deepest inhale. Exhale, release. Unwind your fingers. Let them touch down with the earth. Inhale, we rise up to a flat back. And then exhale, we turn towards the front of the mat. Inhale, we let our hips sink down low, so we're in a low runner's lunge position. Exhale, drop your right knee down. Let your left knee come to meet it. And then hips come down towards the heels for your child's pose. So stretching your fingertips out in front of you. Breathing deep, navel to spine here. Or breathing deep to expand, and then exhaling, letting your navel come towards your spine. Fullest, deepest inhale. Exhale, navel to spine. Take another deep breath in here. And exhale. Next inhale, we press the earth away. Look up in between the hands. And as you exhale, you're going to make your way by curling toes and hinging hips to your downward facing dog. Svadhisthana. Deepest breath in through the nose to bend the knees, raise the heels and hips up high. Deepest breath out to sigh, sighing to release what no longer serves, in line with the full moon, heels down towards the earth. Next breath in, we're going to look up in between our hands, and breath out, we're going to walk our feet all the way up to the top of the mat. Big toes can touch, or feet can be hip distance. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Arms come out and up. Palms touch up top. Tailbone tucks up towards the navel. And then exhale. Hands travel down through heart center. Release your palms. Opposite palm on the belly, and then opposite palm stacks on top of opposite hand. If you can remember which hand you had where last time. If not, no biggie. Using your intuition, your inner eye, third eye, to potentially remember what you did earlier. And you are stacking these palms right in the area of your second chakra. I'm open, being fully creative. I'm fully open and receptive to all forms of pleasure. A basic human right. Shoulders are soft, face, neck, and jaw are soft. Dropping your hands down by your hips. Inhale, we circle the arms out and up. Our sun salutations on the other side. Exhale, palms touch and travel down through heart center. Hinge at the hips. Come into our Uttanasana, our forward fold. Inhale, hands on the shins. We rise up to a flat back, shoulders down the back. Exhale, we plant our fingertips and step the left toes back, dropping the left knee down to the earth. Right knee stacked over right ankle. Inhale, fingertips forward and up. We reach them up towards the sky. And then exhale, goal post your arms, sink your hips down low, shoulders shrug down the back. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Breath out, all 10 fingertips frame the front foot. Breath in, we straighten the back leg. Tops of the shoulder heads down and away from the ears. Breath out, we plant our palms and make our way to Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Next breath in, we bend the knees, heels and hips go up towards the sky. Really tilt your booty up high here as you plant down through the four corners of the palms. And then exhale, heels and heart melt down to the earth. Next inhale, chin in towards the chest. We roll our bodies forward into our plank position. Exhale, lower knees, chest, and then chin. And then inhale, elbows close to the ribs. Release all 10 toes. Peel your heart up for your cobra pose. Exhale, curl toes. Hinge hips, downward facing dog. Next inhale, looking up at your hands. You're going to walk that left hand over towards the right one. And then exhale, right toes come in towards center. Inhale, our left toes are going to float up high. So you really want to draw the navel in here and draw the shoulders away from the ears. This is building nice strength in our arms too. Exhale, draw that left knee forward, shoulders float forward over the wrists, and step that left foot on the outside of the left hand however you can get it there. Walking your right foot off to the right. So it's basically like your feet are on railroad tracks. Take an inhale to press the earth away, shoulders away from the ears. And then exhale, navel to spine, drop your hips down towards the earth. So this side might be different than the other side. You might have to drop this right knee all the way down to the earth and just come into a modified lizard pose. That's totally okay. Take a deep breath in through the nose, and then breath out. We're going to draw circles with our hips. So once again, I like to draw my circles counterclockwise. So see if you can keep everything drawn in towards center here. Deep breath in through the nose, and exhale. Fullest, deepest inhale. And exhale. Take another deep breath in right here. And exhale, fullest, deepest inhale to come back to center, back to stillness. Exhale, we're going to separate out our hands back to shoulder distance. Make our way to our Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. So downward facing dog is a fairly simple posture, especially if you want to modify and come down on your forearms or even stay in a tabletop position. But it's also a really great hip opening posture. So perhaps you bend your knees, sway from side to side, pedal your feet. Shake your head, yes and no. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And exhale, coming back to center, back to stillness. And next breath in, we're going to step our left toes in center. Float your right toes up to the sky behind you. So you're three-legged downward facing dog. Exhale, you're going to stack your hips. So bend that right knee and let the right foot fall off to the left. Fullest, deepest inhale. See if you can keep your shoulders squared here. Exhale, draw circles with your right knee. So inhale in towards center. Exhale out and around. We're just doing 3 of these. Inhale in towards center. Exhale out and around. Inhale in towards center. Exhale out and around. Next inhale, draw that right knee in towards center. Float the shoulders over the wrists. Exhale, step your right foot in between your hands. Lower your left knee down to the earth. Next breath in, we're going to make a basket with our hands. Back our torso up over our hips. Back your right knee over your right ankle. And then just rest that basket on top of your right knee. Exhale, sink your hips down to the earth. So see if you can drag that left hip forward, right hip back. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And breath out to stay. Next breath in. Perhaps you have the block on the inside of the right foot. Perhaps you just rest your left hand or fingertips on the earth. Feeling your heart open to the right. Once again, right fingertips are up high.
Exhale to stay. Inhale. Let your hips sink down even lower. Let your right arm float behind you. Exhale to stay. So see if you can keep that right knee in towards center. Now this may be far enough for you, but on your next breath in, if you'd like to go further, bend that left knee, grab a hold of the left foot or ankle with the right hand. Exhale, perhaps your hips go down even lower and you pull that right foot towards your body. Only go as far as you feel sensation. No pain, only sensation. Take a deep breath in, shrug your shoulders down your back. And breath out, take another deep breath in right here. And breath out, take one more breath in. Beautiful ladies, breath out to release. Move the block over if you have it. Next breath in, you're going to straighten the back leg, tops of the shoulders away from the ears, our low runner's lunge. And breath out, downward facing dog. This sequence has a lot of down dogs, so just be mindful of that. If you need to drop your knees or forearms down anytime, please feel free to do so. All right, same other side. So stepping the right foot in the center of the mat, breath in. Left toes float up towards the sky. Press the earth away. Tops of the shoulders away from the ears. And yes, using a chair is also a great idea. Exhale, bend the left knee. So you're stacking your hips here. We're going to come into those circles with our left knee. So take a deep breath in, drawing your left knee out and around in towards center. Exhale, drawing a circle out and around. Inhale in towards center. Exhale out and around. Just one more here. Inhale in towards center. Exhale out and around. Next, inhale as you draw the left knee in towards center. Float your shoulders over your wrists. And exhale, however you can get that left foot in towards center. And then dropping the right knee down to the earth. So perhaps you are using your block on the inside of the left foot. Perhaps you are not. Right foot comes to right hand, comes to the earth or the block. Inhale, peel the heart open to the left. Left fingertips raise up high. Left knee is in towards center. Exhale, let that left hand fall behind you. So you may notice a difference in sides here. So this side might be tighter and it might be a little easier, just depends. We are all shaped a little differently. Next, inhale, stay right where you are or bend into the right knee. Exhale, grab a hold of the right foot with the left hand and sink your hips down low, drawing the right foot in towards your bum. Beautiful. Take a deep breath in right here, peeling your heart open to the left. And breath out to stay. Take another deep breath in, shoulders down the back. Breath out to stay. One more, ladies. We got this. Take a deep breath in to expand. Breathe into the opening in your hips and the nice spinning wheel of your bright orange sacral chakra. Exhale to release. Come forward. Plant both your hands, both your palms, and let both knees touch, hips come down towards the heels, or our balasana, our child's pose. If you're anything like me, you may need a block under your hips. Stretching out through all 10 fingers here. Let your forehead touch down with the earth. Fullest, deepest inhale, feeling the expansion out from underneath of you. And exhale to stay. Another deep breath in through the nose. And exhale. Take another deep breath in. Let your inhale really expand the area of your Svadhisthana sacral
chakra. That's chakra number 2. And exhale, navel to spine. Next inhale, we look up in between our hands, and as we exhale, we're going to make our way to a seated position. You can feel free to sit on your blanket if you so choose, or you can just sit on the earth. And we're going to spread our legs out nice and wide here. So as wide as they'll go. Mine will not go really wide. And to be really nice to my knees, it's really good for me to just prop something under them. You can always practice as long as you modify if you have physical stuff going on. All right. So bringing the flesh of the bum out from underneath of you. Flex into your toes if you can. Inhale, we grow long and tall in the spine. So imagine the string from the top of your head up into the heavens, and then from there down to the earth. You've got a string that's running straight along your spine all the way up from the earth to the sky. Exhale to stay. Next inhale, we're going to turn the top of the right arm on the right leg, raise the left fingertips up overhead, and then exhale, we're going to lean over towards our right toes. And the object of the game at the end of the day is to be able to get those left fingers towards those right toes. I don't think that's ever going to happen in my body. If you're feeling it, you're doing it. Inhale to peel your left shoulder down your back. So you really want to back the left shoulder up. You don't want to be leaning forward. You want to be leaning over to the side. Exhale, see if you can lean a little deeper here. Take a deep breath into the nose. And exhale. Fullest, deepest inhale. Exhale, we're going to roll our torso through center and then inhale, same other side. So you're simply rolling over to the other side. And you may be able to put your arm on the inside of your leg on the earth versus on it. It just all depends. And again, you'll notice a difference in size. Exhale to stay. Take a deep breath in. Really shrug the right shoulder behind the right ear. Exhale, leaning a little more towards the left toes. Beautiful work, ladies. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. This time we roll through center and then inhale. Walk your fingertips forward. So this is like a seated variation of our Prasarita posture. And then exhale. See if you can let your face sink down towards the earth. So as you do this, keep a gentle tuck of the tailbone forward. And you will feel all of the stuff in your inner groins, maybe even your lower back light up. So be mindful. If you're feeling pain instead of sensation, just back off a little bit. Take a deep breath in to expand. And breath out to stay. Take another deep breath in here. And breath out. Next breath in, chin in towards the chest. We roll ourselves all the way up. And breath out. We meet in a seated position, being nice to our knees and legs. We're going to come into those wide-legged windshield wipers once again. The soles of the feet on the earth a little wider than hip distance. You can stay on your blanket or you can have your bottom on the earth, letting your hands fall behind you and then just let your knees fall from side to side. How lovely. Lovely, lovely. These simple movements are some of my favorites. All right, coming back to center, back to stillness. And we are going to come to face the front of our mat if you're not already there. You're going to bend your knees. Soles of the feet are on the earth, hip distance. You're going to press down firmly through the four corners of the feet, spread out through your toes. Grow long and tall in your spine and soften your shoulders. Let the tips of the fingers touch lightly below your knees.
Take a deep breath in. Breath out, gently round your spine, chin in towards the chest. Let your fingertips glide as you lay down on purpose. So, the object of the game is to try to see if you can keep the soles of the feet on the earth. And you may or may not be able to do that. Mine almost stay. Almost, but no cigar. But that's okay. Once you get to your reclined position, you're going to straighten both legs out as if you're laying down in your final resting pose, but we're not quite there yet, but that's okay. You're going to flex in through your toes, press out through your heels. Gently draw your navel or draw your belly, draw your tailbone up towards your navel. Let your shoulders be soft down your back. Next, inhale, keeping those left toes flexed. If you can, you're going to bend the right knee, draw it in towards your right shoulder, and then as you exhale, grab a hold of your right foot with your left hand, and then cradle your right knee with your right hand. So you're drawing that right foot towards your heart. So this is reclined pigeon pose. So our upright pigeon pose looks similar, where you have the right knee in between the hands and then the left leg is stretched out behind. If you're having knee or hip sensitivity, this is a kinder, gentler way to come into your pigeon posture. Fullest, deepest inhale. Expanding out through your belly, chest, and side bodies. Exhale, see if you can draw that right knee a little closer, seeing if you can keep your left heel on the earth. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale to release. Take another deep inhale to expand. Breathing deep into your sacral chakra. And exhale to release the grip of the right foot. Draw the left hand towards the right knee, and you're going to come to lay on your left side and extend your right arm out into a T shape. So this is a funny variation of reclined spinal twist. If you don't like your right knee floating, you can always place a block under it. Fullest, deepest inhale. Exhale to release. Another deep inhale here, in through the nose. And exhale. Next inhale, we come back through center. So we release our hands from everything. Coming back in through center, bend your knees, soles of the feet up towards the sky. Exhale, grab a hold of either your legs if you can't reach, or the outsides of your feet. And let your exhale guide your hands down into your happy baby position. 3 breaths right here. Inhale to expand. Exhale, navel to spine. Fullest, deepest inhale. And exhale. Take another deep breath in here. And exhale. All right, next inhale, we release the right foot. Let it come straight down to the earth. Flex into the right toes, kicking out through the right heel. Exhale, grab a hold of the left foot with the right hand. Cradle the left knee with the left hand. And we come into our reclined pigeon position on the other side. So once again, we notice the difference in sides. Keeping your shoulders, face, and jaw and neck soft. Keeping a gentle tuck of the tailbone up towards the belly button. A deep breath in here. Exhale, navel to spine. Fullest, deepest inhale to expand, breathing into your sacral chakra. And exhale. Take another deep breath in here. And exhale. Next inhale, we release our foot, our left foot, bringing our right hand to the outside of the left knee. Exhale, we're coming to lay onto our right side, coming into this funny variation of reclined spinal twist. So your left knee is bent up towards your right shoulder,
If it is floating and that bothers you, feel free to prop it up with a block. And your left arm is straightened out to the left. Your gaze is towards your left hand. 3 breaths right here. Inhale to expand. Exhale, navel to spine. Inhale, breathing into the mantra. I am fully creative and fully receptive to all forms of pleasure. And then exhale to release. Fullest, deepest inhale. And exhale. Next inhale, we make our way back through center, unwind, and then as we exhale, we're going to bring the soles of the feet to touch in our reclined Baddha Konasana position. So if your knees are floating and you really don't like that, that's really uncomfortable, you can always prop up with 2 blocks. And once you get here, tuck your tailbone up towards your navel. Place each hand on the inside. So you want the knife edge, the outsides of your hands to be touching on the insides of your frontal hip bones. And then coming into Yoni Mudra. So Yoni Mudra is the ultimate feminine mudra. So where that is your index and your thumbs touching. And that entire space where your fingers are open surrounds the area of your sacral chakra. I say this is the ultimate feminine mudra, but it can absolutely be masculine. So men can absolutely practice this as well. This helps to guide and direct your attention to that sacral chakra. And in our final moments before we visit Shavasana, just come back to that nice glowing orange clockwise spinning wheel in this area of your subtle body, the area of your second chakra. Taking a moment to visualize that chakra spinning without inhibition. Breathing into the mantra, I am fully open and receptive to the ultimate creativity. I am fully open and receptive to all forms of pleasure. And so it's time for us to visit our final Shavasana. You may stay right here exactly as you are. You're perfect. Or you may want to release into a full relaxed position for your Shavasana. Propping up with your blankets or your blocks if you need. Whatever is best to release all of this work we just did down into the earth and just fully rest. And every time your mind wanders, come back to full focus on your breath.
Beginning once again. Subtly reawakening your body by wiggling toes, circling wrists and ankles. Perhaps you give yourself a hug by bending your knees and drawing them in towards your chest. Perhaps some reclined windshield wipers to loosen and reawaken. Any other movements that you need while you're still reclined, or making your way back to a comfortable seat. Back, beginning or ending where we began, finishing where we started. So once you're back into your comfortable seat, closing your eyes down once again, growing long and tall in your spine. Let your shoulders be soft. Tuck your tailbone up towards your belly button. Another great way to have energy flowing smoothly from bottom to top in your chakras is to keep your spine nice and straight. And one last time to connect with our sacral, our Svadhisthana chakra. Place whichever palm you please on your belly right below your navel, and then the other palm on top of that hand. Breathe into this area of your body. Send it some love, send some loving energy. Entire area. Imagining that ever spinning wheel, uninhibited, bright orange color. Fully open to the utmost creativity, open and receptive to all forms. Releasing your palms now to touch at heart center in our prayer mudra. Bow your chin in towards your chest. Deepest gratitudes to our bodies and our breath to be able to move in this way. Deepest gratitude to ourselves for showing up. And bringing your thumbs to touch at your third eye center, the space of all-knowing in between your eyebrows. And in our shared collective offerings, we bow forward. Namaste. Thank you so